Welcome, Gian. First time we've met. You've been with us 7 years. We've just worked out, which is incredible. You're only 20. You joined us when you were 13, didn't you? Just travelled back from the UK Open. How was the UK Open for you?
Yeah, it was good. It was a good experience. First time at the UK Open, and it was a good experience. Played 3 games, played some good games. So yeah, quite happy.
And your form? You were happy with your form and performing under pressure?
Yeah, it was. I won the first game on stage 2 on Friday morning, so it was my first game, my first big win on the stage. Yeah, form was quite good, and really happy with my performance.
And for you then, what has driven you to succeed in darts? You know, to keep going from the age of 13 to 20 and now get onto the TV?
Well, yeah, I always liked the sport. I liked to play darts as well, and I was decent as a kid. But when COVID came around, I started play better, play a lot of online tournaments, beat some good players as well. And then I got rolled into the PDC, won some games, won 2 titles, Challenge Tour and Development Tour, and now I'm on the Pro Tour and really like it. And
what would you say the biggest difference between that sort of Challenge and Dev Tour to the Pro Tour? How big a step up is that?
It's a really big step, especially in comparison to the Development Tour. Development Tour is still best of 7 and the Pro Tour is best of 11. But the Development Tour, you can get maybe 1 or 2 easy games early on, but the Pro Tour, there are no easy games, and you know what to expect. You almost know every player in there, so you know what to expect, and you know how well you need to play. So yeah, but it's a really good experience.
And you enjoying that environment, being with the best in the world?
Yes, very much. Really enjoying it.
Do you feel it's helped you feel more confident about what you do?
Yes, I think so. Really now, I got the taste of the Pro Tour last year as a filling in from the Challenge Tour, and I made it final, played well, and now as a full-time pro, I really enjoy the experience and just be part of the best players in the world.
And as a young player, it's hard. But what do you think is your biggest moment so far in your career?
I think making the Pro Tour final last year was a really great day. I played Gezi in the final. And yeah, I had some big scalps along the way, and yeah, it was a really great day.
And have you got a role model on the tour who you've looked at, who you look up to?
Right now, I think it's Johnny. I really like Johnny as a person as well. I met him, played him last week, and as a person, I met him, and he was a really good guy. And as a player as well, he just enjoys the game. He likes to play well, of course, but even if his opponent plays well, he can really enjoy that, and just lost the game. And yeah, it's really good to look up to.
Yeah, he's a really good guy, Johnny. Yeah. He's very, he's been with us many years, but Johnny's very much, if you lose a game, you lose a game, let's win tomorrow kind of thing. And,
yeah, very much so.
That's an excellent role model you've got there in Johnny. So what are you doing to remain confident and focused now on the Pro Tour? How does your practice schedule look?
Well, right now I don't really much practice. I don't get the time. I'm at the final stages of my college. I'm really focusing on getting my degree, my bachelor. And got 5 more months or 4 more months in that, and then afterwards I practice a lot. But now I got college from 8 to 5 during the day. At night I practice for 1.5, maybe 2 hours, and then to the Pro Tour in the weekends. But it's been busy, but I really enjoyed the experience on the Pro Tour. So
do you think the distraction of being in college might actually help take away the stress of being on tour?
Yes, I think so, yeah. Because, of course, it's important to be on the tour and really like it, but it's not the main thing at the moment. So even if I lose like a couple of first rounds, it doesn't really matter because I got college. That's my main priority for the first half year. But after that, after the college, we'll see what happens.
And how many years do you have left in college?
4 more months, maybe.
Okay, so you'll decide whether you look for a job and be a professional, or will you go full-time?
I'll probably give it a go first to be the full-time professional. I still live at home, so I don't really need to get a job for the money-wise. But yeah, as I said, I got 1.5 years left as a professional status. So first give it a real go, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, so what do you think you'll replace with your time? Because all of a sudden you quite a lot of the days, you get a lot of time on your hands, aren't you?
Yeah, I'll probably get a side job, but not full time, so I can get the weekends off to play on the tour as well, or during the week when it's necessary. But yeah, maybe practice more and maybe improve my game as well.
It's interesting, you say Johnny is a role model. I think there was no more person asked that question in the world when he was going to give up his job, because he worked for, he was working probably up to this year, I guess. So in terms of that role model, you could be following him off the hockey as well, which is interesting. So, how have you handled any setbacks you've had so far? Because I think you lost your confidence a couple of years ago, didn't you?
Yeah. When I was a kid, I played okay, but then when I started to turn 16, something like that, I joined the development tour and I didn't play well. And then like 2 years ago, maybe 1.5 years ago, I developed dartitis as well, which was a real struggle, but my game didn't get any worse about it. I still could average 85 to 90, even with dartitis. But now my confidence is really high. No more dartitis, nothing in sorts. So yeah, just keep on playing, and when the confidence is good, anything can happen.
And because you have grown a lot, you know, you're 6'3",
Yeah, something like that.
So you've now finally got probably through your kid stage, and you're not going to grow anymore. So there's probably a lot of growing pains have gone through. Actually, you've done well to push. So what advice would you give to, you know, someone just starting in the sport like you were when you were 13?
Just enjoy it. Enjoy the game. It's a beautiful game, you know, and enjoy it. And while you enjoy it, everything can happen. Just keep believing in yourself, keep practicing, go to the tournament, see where you're at, and yeah, just keep enjoying it.
And how do you see the biggest difference between now you as a professional and Gian as an amateur?
I think the confidence about me, because when I was an amateur, my confidence wasn't really low. I looked in the room, I was like, oh, he could beat me, and that guy, I could lose to that guy. But now it's not that anymore. I know when I'm in the room, of course, at the Pro Tour, it's difficult, but you know you can beat anyone on your day. I know that from myself now.
You've actually, the difference you're saying there is actually the difference is attitude through belief.
Yeah, very much so.
So that message is, and that only comes from the confidence of winning, doesn't it?
Yeah, very true. You know, when you win, your confidence gets high, but even if you lose, I still, if I think I played a good game, but my opponent was just better, it is what it is. I can still get confidence from that game. It's not all about winning for me. It's just, if my game is there, I know on my day I could beat anyone.
And have you got any long-term goals in the sport within, say, the next 5 to 10 years? Where would you like to see yourself?
Yeah, of course. Mainly now for this year as a first, you get to the World Championship, but maybe in 5 years, be in the top 64 at least, maybe top 40, top 32. Don't have to think about losing your tour card. Don't have to worry about Q School. And maybe in 10 years, who knows? Top 16, top 10.
Well, they sound like very realistic goals. You know, you haven't said you're going to win a major next year, which
no.
We all hope you do, obviously.
Of course, but it's not realistic now. No.
Be brilliant. Well, Gian, thank you for joining us here.
Worries.
We wish you all the very best, and we'll be supporting you all the way.
Thank you very much.